Dr. Kamila Forkosh Lavan, a licensed practicing psychologist. Thanks for being with us today as the world really looks at the situation of Simone Biles, and obviously a dramatic chapter that she's gone through this week, choosing to step out of these events in the moment. The extreme pressure, did we see her overcome it today? Not sure if you hear me there.
I lost the feed for a second.
Oh, sure.
Yes, it's a very beautiful story, really, for us to see that there is someone at such a level that feels comfortable, no matter what the pressure, no matter what the criticism could possibly be, to be able to step down when necessary and come back when she's ready and able to, and to basically take care of her own life while still having a career, while still working towards her dream. It's a beautiful thing.
And what do you know about how athletes on this level, on this stage, I mean, this is the biggest stage, arguably, in the world here at the Olympics, certainly for the world's #1 gymnast. What kind of mental training do they undergo, these athletes? Is it something that's focused on enough? Clearly, this case will probably ramp up the focus in future years. But to this point, is this part of their training?
Yes and no, okay? There are teams that will actually hire a psychologist and have them on staff. I think, many, it also depends cultural, of course, depends where you come from and, how open the whole mental health discussion is. Unfortunately, not enough, yes. Often if they will reach out, they do it individually by themselves. Like that's the case with people that I've worked with, for example. They just by themselves, for some reason, like any other person that would come for treatment, will come because they're struggling with something, either with family or with training or with how they're coping, and they're realizing that something's off. Maybe there is a better way to do this, yes? But I think that it's very important that these kinds of stories do come out and people do step out and say, like, look, it's difficult. I'm a human. I'm alive. This is not some like Greek goddess moment where we don't need treatment, and who knows, they might have needed it too at the time if it was more available. Long story short is we're all human. Please do go ask people, if you have, for example, a plumbing problem or electrical problem, it's not a question you ask, a professional to come take care of your house and whatever else is happening there. Why not for ourselves? Like, it's the biggest investment ever possible. And of course, how we see the world completely changes and colors the experience within it. So even more so if you're in high stress job or in athletics, do go to somebody. And if you lead a team, many of basically their children when they're starting out, they won't know about these outcomes.
Unfortunately, running up to the end of our broadcast here, Dr. Kamila Forkosh Lavan, thank you for being with us on the subject there. Again, it's Simone Biles.